Today we delve into a profound phrase that speaks volumes about the very essence of leadership, authority, and power. Sometimes the king has to remind fools why he is king. At first glance, this phrase may seem simple, even blunt, but its meaning is layered with lessons drawn from history, human nature, and the realities of leadership. These words capture the spirit of a leader who must, at times, stand firm against opposition or doubt to reaffirm not just his authority, but the purpose and responsibility that come with it. In these few words, we uncover the timeless truth that the path of leadership is never an easy one. It is fraught with challenges, resistance, and moments where a leader must prove, not only to his people, but often to himself, why he was chosen to lead. Imagine, if you will, a king in his full responsibility. His role is not merely to sit upon a throne, clothed in fine robes, adorned with a crown. His position as king is more than symbolic. It is instead a sacred trust between him and the people. The true king lives not for himself, but for the well-being of the realm and those who inhabit it. Every decision he makes, every law he passes, every judgment he delivers carries the weight of the kingdom's future. It is his task to protect the land, to uphold justice, and to ensure that peace and prosperity flourish. But often, those who witness his rule may lack the vision to see the depth of his responsibilities. They may question him, mock him, or even challenge his role, misunderstanding the wisdom behind his actions. In those moments, it becomes necessary for the king to remind them through action, strength, and conviction of why he stands as their leader. History provides countless examples of leaders who have had to assert their authority, not out of pride, but out of a duty to protect their people and preserve the order of their kingdom. Take, for instance, the story of Julius Caesar, a man of ambition, vision, and great influence in ancient Rome. Caesar rose through the ranks not simply by birthright, but through a combination of military prowess, political skill, and an ability to connect with the people. However, his rise to power was not without opposition. Many of his fellow senators and political rivals saw his increasing influence as a threat to the traditional balance of power in Rome. They believed he was too ambitious, too willing to bend rules, too powerful. Yet Caesar reminded them of his strength through his actions, his victories in battle, his reforms, and his ability to hold the loyalty of Rome's people. He proved time and time again that his vision for Rome was one of prosperity and greatness. And though his life ended in betrayal, Caesar left an indelible mark on history as a leader who reshaped Rome and reminded his detractors why he had the right to lead. Another profound example can be found in the story of Queen Elizabeth I of England. Elizabeth faced not only internal struggles, but also external threats throughout her reign. As a woman in a patriarchal society, her authority was often questioned, both within her own court and by foreign powers. When she ascended the throne, England was fractured, and many doubted her ability to lead. Yet she proved herself through her intelligence, her resolve, and her understanding of the political landscape. She carefully navigated England through periods of religious conflict, political turmoil, and threats from powerful rivals like Spain. When the Spanish Armada threatened England's shores, Elizabeth stood before her people and famously declared that though she had the body of a weak and feeble woman, she possessed the heart and stomach of a king. In this powerful statement, she reminded those who doubted her why she was queen. Her courage, her ability to unite her people, and her willingness to stand with them in their hour of need solidified her place as a true monarch, one who understood the weight of her crown and wore it with strength. Let us also reflect upon the story of King Solomon, a ruler known for his wisdom, who had to remind his people and his court why he held the throne. Solomon's reign is marked by his legendary wisdom and fairness. He was sought out by rulers from distant lands who came to seek his counsel, and his people held him in great esteem. But even Solomon faced moments when he had to assert his authority. When two women came to him, each claiming to be the mother of a child, Solomon could have simply passed judgment. Instead, he proposed to divide the child, knowing that the true mother would reveal herself in her love and willingness to sacrifice. This act was not only a testament to his wisdom, but a reminder to his people that their king's authority was grounded in justice and compassion. He ruled not with force, but with understanding, teaching his people that true leadership was about insight, patience, and the courage to make difficult decisions. In reminding his people of his role, he strengthened the respect and trust they placed in him, showing that the true power of a king lay not in might, but in wisdom. In modern history, Mahatma Gandhi stands as a leader who reminded the world of his strength and purpose, not through aggression, but through unwavering resolve and moral authority. Though he was neither king nor ruler, he led a movement that sought freedom from colonial rule, emphasizing nonviolence and the power of truth. British authorities doubted him, viewing his passive resistance as a weakness. But through peaceful protests, marches, and hunger strikes, Gandhi reminded the British government, and indeed the world, why he was a leader. His authority stemmed not from force, but from a moral strength that moved millions. He reminded those in power that true leadership was about integrity, compassion, and the courage to stand for what is right, even in the face of adversity. In the corporate world, too, we see examples of leaders who have had to reassert their authority in the face of doubt or dissent. Consider a visionary CEO who founded a company with innovative ideas and a bold vision for the future. This leader perhaps grew the company from a small start-up into a major player in the industry. But as time passes, challenges arise and shareholders, employees, or even board members begin to question the leader's decisions. They may feel entitled to shape the company's direction or push for changes that clash with the founder's vision. In such moments, the CEO must remind them why she leads, not by silencing dissent, but by reaffirming her commitment to the company's original mission and values. She may take decisive action, introduce innovative products, or make bold strategic moves to steer the company back on course. Her actions serve as a reminder that her leadership is rooted in a vision for the future that she has built from the ground up. In standing firm, she not only reclaims her authority, but demonstrates that true leadership is about staying true to a purpose, even when others cannot see it. The phrase, "sometimes a king has to remind fools why he is king," resonates even in everyday life, where parents, teachers, mentors, and leaders of all kinds sometimes find themselves in positions where their authority is questioned or challenged. Consider a parent raising a teenager. As the child grows, they begin to test boundaries, to push back against rules, believing they know better. The parent, understanding the consequences of certain choices, has to assert their role not out of a need to control, but out of a love that seeks to protect, to guide, and to nurture. In setting boundaries, the parent reminds the child why they are in a position of authority. It is a reminder rooted in care and experience, and though it may not be immediately understood or appreciated, it is a necessary part of guiding the child towards a future of wisdom and responsibility. In all these examples, we see that the essence of true leadership is not about exerting power over others, it is about serving a purpose higher than oneself. A king, a leader, or anyone in a position of authority must sometimes stand firm and remind those around them of their role, not out of vanity, but because they have been entrusted with a responsibility that demands strength, vision, and resolve. Authority, in its truest form, is not about dominance, it is about guardianship, about a commitment to the welfare of others, about upholding principles that transcend individual ambition. And so this phrase, "sometimes a king has to remind fools why he is king," ultimately teaches us that leadership is both a privilege and a burden. It is the willingness to carry the weight of a role that serves others, to endure moments of doubt and challenge, and to reassert one's purpose when necessary. It is a call for all of us to respect those who lead with integrity, and to remember that true leaders act not for their own sake, but for the sake of those they serve. Whether in a kingdom, a company, a classroom, or a home, true leaders stand as beacons of strength, unity, and purpose. In reminding others why they lead, they inspire us all to understand the profound duty that comes with the mantle of leadership and to honor the power of purpose, strength, and selfless commitment. Thank you.